So last video, I promised a bias video, and I really want to talk about some of the things on Raw this week, but we'll do what I said I would do. So we've got the biases. So I'm Canadian. So in general, I am always going to root for the Canadians first. They have to be super despicable for me to not like the Canadians. I mean, I have a Mountie wrestling figure here. So, I mean, seriously. And like, also Haku and Harley Race, ironically both kings, are also very fond memories of my childhood, which is millions of years ago, it seems. And let's face it, I'm wearing this Simon Miller shirt, so you kind of know where I'm going there. So ironically, that means I favor a bunch of British wrestling commentary, which is a kind of funny thing. So, because I also do Cultaholic. And I like Jack the Jobber and Fraser, which are probably the things that people aren't going to sit there. And of course, I like Simon Miller, because, who doesn't like Simon Miller? Yeah, and I don't pay huge attention to heels and baby faces. I generally just like wrestlers. So I'm not going to be that guy who's going to sit there and go, oh, such and such a person is a despicable person. No, I'm not going to do that. You're going to hear me say wonderful things about Sami Zayn. You're going to hear me say wonderful things about Kevin Owens as we do that again. This isn't new ground. They've treaded on it before. I expect in a year them to be friends again. Just the way the business works. That's the way I look at it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm heavily biased to WWF. I'm heavily biased against Dave Meltzer if we want to really split some hairs there. I get that Dave's been doing it since time immemorial. When Inoki was like 20 years old, wrestling in Japan, and I realize that Dave's that old. And to a certain degree, I'm an old man. I'll be 50 in 2 years. I remember Golden Age. I cheered for Hulk Hogan at one point because I'm an idiot. And that's the kind of thing. But, I'm like, I live in Calgary. Who's my favorite wrestler? Bret, the Hitman Hart. Always. Cannot be replaced. Cannot be equaled. And Owen. Owen's good. Owen's really good. Was really good. But that's the kind of background I come from. I remember Stampede Wrestling for Murphy's sakes. Like, seriously, I know what Stampede Wrestling is. A whole bunch of people in the current generation doesn't know what Stampede Wrestling is. They may not even know what territorial wrestling was like. But yes, I heavily favor the WWE, and currently that is what I have the easiest access to. So my stuff is going to be a lot of WWE. I'm sorry. I really am. But those are my biases. You can like it. You can not like it. I probably am not going to care with any kind of certainty. Because I'm that kind of guy. I am not going to give two shits about this. I mean, I may be trying to get this off the ground again. And we'll see where we go. But anyways, those are my biases. So I have done the bias thing. And you guys enjoy that. And next one will be all about Raw. Okay. Have a good day.